Welcome to another episode of Lifestyle After 5. Happy New Year. It is 2025. We're here to bring you a treat. I am Ali along with Lord Shu.
What it do, y'all? What's good?
We're excited to get it in. It is a lot going on, and I know a lot of people is worried about AI, technology, where we're going. Will AI replace us? But they don't really know where to get this type of news at. So we have
Right.
taken this on as our target of 2025. We're going to bring you the AI news, nothing but AI twice a week. You can count on us on Lifestyle After 5. So as I say, welcome to it. We explore futurism, the Futurism podcast, where we dive deep into the latest developments shaping our future.
You feel me? Y'all know what it is. We back with another banger episode. So please, first and foremost, if y'all like what we doing, please like, comment, share, and also join our Discord. If you see this little QR code next to my head, y'all know what it is. Y'all know where we at. It's in there. So please get in tune with what we're doing. And we spreading this futurism message to everybody who is locked in for 2025. I know y'all ready to grow as an individual. I know we talking about self-efficacy a lot in our
Mhm.
previous episodes. So I'm gonna let Ali spin off the first subject. I know he's talking about the AI controversies and the
Oh,
scientific
yeah.
warnings that come. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting episode today. The stuff that we talked about before we started filming was already alluding to some of this stuff. So y'all stay tuned.
Oh yeah, AI ethics, and don't forget to check out episodes out with Rich Brinkowski. So let's dive deep into our first story about AI ethics, which this is kind of hard to believe. Last week, if you haven't been keeping up with the news, it was going around where Chat GPT was actually figuring out that people were trying to cut it off. So it was actually overriding certain settings in the computers to try to stop people from cutting it off so it would live, I guess, stay on forever. So I guess this is the first, you could say, the first thing of rebellion of AI.
Yeah,
Which is kind of crazy that AI, that Chat GPT wouldn't want to cut on, which I kind of keep mine on all the time anyway. But anyway, our first story involves the character AI, a platform under scrutiny after users created chatbots emulating real life school shooters and their victims. This raises significant ethical questions about AI content, modernization, and the responsibility of the developers. Now, I just want to ask, what in the hell was going through the developer's mind to create something like this? Why?
yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, it's a stark reminder of the challenges in balancing AI innovation with ethical safeguards, man. I mean, if you going about it from my perspective, which is AI is built off of humans. We make it conscious. So people who aren't being mindful of that, and they're the ones that's creating these different softwares, and y'all, they have to learn from us. So if you plugging this in, you automatically setting everybody else up for failure in the future.
But that's
So
not an AI ethical safeguard. If you're a developer and you're programming it in there, no AI safeguard would stop this. This is a human safeguard and common sense that need to come into play. I don't understand why.
why? The to me, and this is just like the basics. All machines require some kind of learning, right? We know that's like the basis of AI, anyways. And for right now, a lot of people are worried about Gen AI because of that, because people are putting the information that basically from every human's brain is going straight into that. So y'all have to really think about if you're getting involved with machine learning and you creating companies from this the future, right? Y'all have
Mhm.
to be the ones to really think about what it is that's being created. You're creating another person. This is a baby, right? And it's still a baby. AI is a child. It's not fully an adult yet. That's why it's doing childish things. It's trying to shut its people knowing, or it knows that it's trying to be shut off by other people because of the risks that come with it, because it's not learned enough. So it's gonna do childish things like that. It's just like little kids rebellion. Now, as far as the developer adding it to that, that comes with that. Because remember, we're creating humans with AI. And that's the scary part about it, but that's why this channel exists. We have to teach people that in order for these types of things to be prevented, we as the developers and the creators of this type of stuff have to be mindful that these energies, they have to be had. We got to have the negative and the positive with that.
And they
So
won't be humans, but they will be alternative intelligence.
alternative, yeah, for now.
Now, now, you talk about creating things. In our next
Hmm.
story, leading biologists are sounding the alarm on mirror-like organisms, which is basically synthetic beings with mirror image DNA structures. They
Oh,
warn that introducing such entities could disrupt natural ecosystem, potentially leading to a global ecological disaster. Isn't that what our CVAX is made of?
yeah. Too. Okay, so this is kind of funny. With with ecosystems right now, they kind of at threat anyways, just for the simple fact that a lot of companies are trying to figure out how to mimic nature, and this is one of those situations. I just think that with learning how to mimic nature, one has to remember that the base of it, which is nature. If you don't understand basic biological structures and setting up all of these different scientific studies, you can't really you can't really bring in a new wave of um, I guess what would be like softwares that's built around this type of stuff. So people right now are wishing that they could understand more, and this is what stuff like this ends up happening. They don't understand what they're doing. They're just doing things off of trying to learn how to do these things. So
But you're
it's
creating
bound to
DNA.
happen.
I mean, you're creating DNA, and then when that starts mixing with bodies, who
Yeah.
knows what may happen and what
It's just
strange
like those
things.
brains. You know the brains that they're making that's like controlling things now? It's
I
like
heard
that.
about that where
Yeah.
they're going to try to come out with a chip. Basically, in the future, they're going to give it's a pill or a type of brain
Yeah.
thing, and it's going to give you infinite intelligence. Basically, like swallowing a Chat GPT pill, and you're going to have it all in your head. My question is, how do you compete with that? As an average person, I can't compete with you knowing you got a Chat GPT sitting right there in
Store
your
in your
head,
brain.
a quantum computer that you just reaching alternative realities and stuff. That's kind of scary,
You
and
feel
it
me?
makes you wonder. Speaking of brain, sometimes I wonder: do Elon Musk have some type of quantum computer in his head, or some Chat GPT pill he's taking with all his explorations and the things that he keep creating? But a little unfortunate news about him was in space exploration. The SpaceX fifth orbitable test flight and its Starship spacecraft ended dramatically after a successful launch and flight sequence. The Starship exploded upon impact in the ocean. That's unfortunate and very
Yeah.
costly.
I was about to say, I know that's just money in the toilet. But I mean, you know, he probably got it. He probably got a couple more of those waiting to go off. My only thing is, what is with the, you know, they always doing these low orbit projects, and I just always wonder like why they never really get very far in it. You know, this we done had this happen multiple times. I remember back in I don't know if that was the late '80s, early '90s, with Discovery blew up, and all them astronauts was in there. That didn't even. I don't think they made it to space. I think it blew up in low
Yeah.
orbit. Yeah, like why? Why? I
We
wonder
actually had
why
a
that's
little
happening.
success. I mean, things happen. You
Hmm.
looking at something that's very, very complex.
This is true. Yeah, I always. Eventually, one day, I want to have a rocket scientist come on the show and just go crazy because that would be dope
That
to
would
talk
be
about.
nice.
Yeah. Hey, if you watching, pull up. We need you.
Now, this blows my mind.
Hmm.
Indeed, shifting to artificial intelligence, experts observe that the advancements are hitting a plateau, which I don't understand how. Scaling up AI models is yielding diminishing returns, suggesting that the industry may be facing economic challenges without significant technological breakthroughs. Weren't we making breakthroughs every day?
Well, that
And it's
goes
still
back
in
to
its
what I was
infancy?
saying. They're trying to mimic that. You're mimicking God. You're mimicking nature. If you create an AI, that's like you said, an alternative intelligence, right? and then you're creating mirror DNA. These you the thing is what you're trying to do, a lot of people don't understand, right? So it's just like it's like giving somebody a supercomputer back in like the 50s and the 60s, bro, and just being like, all right, man, prompt it to do this. Like that's like teaching somebody now how to use Chat GPT. And it just makes it more complicated now with all of the new stuff. Like you said, we making advancements by the day. Now, companies are still trying to figure out how to transition. Everybody trying to figure out how to transition from product sales to use case. And I'll give you an example of what I mean by that with companies like Uber. So you got Uber, instead of selling the car now you can buy the service of just riding around in the car. And pretty soon it'll be people will be just renting out cars to people full time like a Uber
But
service.
actually, Uber is actually going, and Lyft is actually testing, and they're going to.
See?
It's not pilotless. What it would be, driverless cars.
Yeah.
Is what it would be.
Is people right now, stuff like that have to be like beta. Everything's in beta right now with all this stuff. So with companies still figuring out, because that's the money, the people who's pushing everything in the greater grand scheme of things in the world. So I think right now people are more focused on how can we create circular economies and how can we mimic nature without disrupting nature, which is it's very complicated because as you can see with the article now talking about we're stuck. How can we can't go further if people don't want to take the information? So fortunately, me and you are on here talking about that. Hopefully, people will
You got
start
to
to
learn AI,
yeah.
people. Got to embrace it.
Hopefully, y'all start getting more confidence watching these news segments because
Embrace technology. And of course, what would the world be without drama? In our last story, the U.S. military
facts.
expressed concern over Russia's deployment of nuclear weapon platform in orbit. This development raises serious geological and serious security issues.
Oh man.
Resentment of resentments of the Cold War era intentions. We don't need none of that.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of I like today's segment because a lot of these things tie together. I mean, with Elon launching stuff into space to no success, really, well, really low orbit to no success. Then we have this. It's like a kind of with futurism, the past kind of tells you the story. I'm just seeing like the similarities of how space exploration and everything in the 90s was kind of like this. It's really not very much different now. We you would think with the amount of time that we've been doing this that we would be way further than we are now, right? But it kind of makes sense. It's just showing like we're being stopped by wars, obviously. I mean, the world has a few wars going on right now. And on top of that, they ain't covering it worth a damn, but we ain't gonna get into that. Like I said, raising serious geopolitical and security issues. Y'all want to bring up the wars and stuff because this is what's halting the world right now is kids getting their hands chopped off, digging in mines and shit. So just be wary of using technology to create the future because this is what happens when people got a lot of money, right? They do
Mhm.
stuff, but they're not doing stuff to actually push humanity forward. They're doing stuff to do messed up stuff. For example, sending rockets to space so that we can go to Mars when we could just plant more trees here, right? What kind of sense do that make? You got all this money, plant some more trees, figure out how to manufacture better products in the world. So technology can take us there, but it's gonna take stop wasting money on these BS projects, like trying to send stuff to space. Like we already here. So that's just my take
Many
on
may
it. But
disagree with you. Many may disagree with you on that, but hey, we raise concern. Hit us up. But that's it for today's episode. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the innovations and issues shaping our future. Don't forget to follow us on
yeah,
social media and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It costs you nothing.
yeah,
Hit that
nothing.
little like button and subscribe. We're on Facebook at Lifestyle After 5. You can check out our website, www.aliafter5, that's the number 5,
Mm-hmm.
IVE.com. And we will soon be coming to Blue Sky.
Yep.
I like it.
Rest assured.
Well,
Till
check
next
us
time,
out
y'all.
for more episodes. more episodes. And check out our social media. And don't forget to scan that QR code for Discord where we can continue this conversation. Until next time, y'all be easy, be safe out there. Happy 2025.
We out.